Good evening, race fans. Welcome into Friday Night RODDCAR, the Season 29 finale here at the Talladega Super Speedway. As always, here with my co-commentator in the booth, Art. How are we doing tonight?
Oh, I am excited. We're here at Talladega. The championship might be decided, but top 25 in points is not locked in currently.
You're going to have to set the field for next season. Those are going to make their way into the start of the season, getting off to a good start. Starts with finishing the season strong here. Your race information tonight, 1 lap to set the field as always, 75 laps. The 55% fuel capacity gives us an estimated fuel run of 18 to 22 laps. And as always, 1 green-white checkered, RODDCAR overtime, the point of no return, and 1 fast repair for these drivers. They're surely going to need it. I don't think we got a couple guys still qualifying, so let's go ahead and get you into the on-track action and see who can take pole. Currently, it is Scott Warren, 55.9936 thousandths of a second ahead of Mark Jorgensen Jr. Let's see who we got here. We got around 2 minutes left, just under. Now it's down to a minute. Corey Henry goes out for his lap. He will have time to finish it. And here is your Season 29 champion, Matthew Zwack, coming across the line to finish his lap. Secured it last week with incredible consistency, and he said he's going to try and go out with a win to cement his championship-winning season, and he does that by starting P1 unless Corey Henry has anything to say about it. So he's absolutely on a tear right now. The 5 truck through the tri-oval underneath the apron, legal in qualifying. He'll cross the line, and Corey Henry will go P3. 0.02 of a second between Matthew Zwack and Scott Warren. And the defending champ starts out the night very strong.
Kind of sad not to see, Cozy here. I believe a lot of people are actually missing.
Yeah, I know we got some people going down for Talladega. Big race this week, so. But we're still going to have a good time here tonight in virtual Talladega. Going to party all night long if you're Matthew Zwack. Locked up the championship.
Yeah, big thing about locking it up last week is this week he gets to go immediately in for a chance to win. I believe it's $50 for champions for race winners.
Yeah, absolutely.
So yeah, that's kind of why I'm surprised that so few people are showing up. I mean, If you win, you still get paid. This is still a money race.
Yeah, winners payouts $40. Champion payout $50. So he's been upgraded. Please make sure y'all pronounce the EZ. What's the context of that? We got a couple first-time starters here.
Is that Carlos Henriquez?
That would be my best guess. Carlos Henriquez. Making his RODDCAR
debut. Did you mispronounce it already?
Don't think that I did. A couple others, I believe. Adam Garza in the 208. Making his RODDCAR debut. And Jordan Jung also making his RODDCAR debut tonight to cap off Season 29. 27 trucks here tonight. Last week's winner in a thriller, Ben Billard, just joining here. We'll get his information added and updated. As the field begins to roll.
Do you want to make your pick to win first?
It's kind of been blown wide open here. We got some heavy hitters missing, but we got the defending champ on pole. Scott Warren picked up a win this season as well, so that's a very strong front row. Mark Jorgensen Jr. back in the field tonight. Daniel Buttafuoco, the only multiple-time winner this season. Have to imagine he'd be up there if he was running a full-time season. So there are definitely some contenders still here, as all 27 trucks are rolling. But
did you make a pick?
I did not. Let's go ahead and go with officially. Oh man, this is tough.
I've already got mine picked.
Fair enough. But go ahead and give me your defending champion, Matthew Zwack, to go back-to-back, close out season 29 strong.
Well, that's annoying because you picked
Thanks for letting me get it. Oh, man.
Give me... Do I want to pick a new winner? Do I pick... Are we racing next week?
Not sure. Honestly,
give me
not
Travis
sure.
Brown. I was going to say give me next week's broadcast from Matt Spalding, but give me Travis Brown. I really want to know who has mispronounced Enriquez to not have pronounced the EZ.
Carlos, I'm trying to think. I don't know how else you could say it, but nevertheless, 27 trucks here tonight. It's gonna put on a good show. Pace truck making that slower left-hand turn than what we're used to. As the field presents itself to the starter stand, the initial start will be on green. As Matthew Zwack, your season 29 champion, leads him to green. For one final time here in season 29, we are green.
Want it to be known early, we're 14 cars short of a full field. If we have a lot of wrecks, I'm going to name and shame.
Right now, it's all for glory. Championship locked up. Get yourself a win any way that you can. So we're already 3x3. Jacob Roth jumps out of line. Got Mo Perry behind him pushing. And already challenging for the race lead as they head down the back straightaway for the first time and into turn number 3. You really should expect a racy bunch here tonight with only 27 drivers. We got some heavy hitters out and some remaining. We should see some of the guys that haven't won look to do so, and the guys that have been around for a while and have made their mark on this series, we should expect them to try and control the race if possible. So we got an interesting dynamic.
Yeah, I could definitely see those guys who are either still categorized as rookies or just here as racers, like fighting and or trying to force their way to a win. Because I mean, the championship's locked up. You don't have to be as respectful. You don't have to be as cautious around those guys like higher end points. You can just go for it.
Yeah, absolutely. You see on the top of your screen the ticker, Zwack's name highlighted in RODDCAR gold to indicate that he is the champion.
He gets his own little special number.
He does. So we work lap number 2 here, and it's 3x3 pretty much through the entire field impressively. As I believe at the line, Jacob Roth gets that lap led. A one-time winner in his RODDCAR career, looking to pick up that elusive second. So hard to win here. As that back line starts to, or that top line starts to back up ever so slightly. Biggest mover so far is Jacob Roth, leading that low line. He's up 7 positions. Now Harry Tiller are going to go try and lead that outside line. Five career top 5s for him. No win, but he tends to run up towards the front of the field.
Oh, we're 4 wide near the rear of this pack. Back to 3. Back to 4.
Right around the Travis Brown area. He's right behind Harry Tiller. They work well together. Still 3 and 4 wide, trying to sort it all out. Gavin Newton run a handful of races in his RODDCAR career. 14 top 10s. Sat out most of this season, but making a return to on-track action tonight. James Mendez all the way down in 26, getting the draft and He ran the quickest lap of the race, 50.92.
I wonder if he's still out there trying to eat. That's why he's so far back.
Him and Ben Billard, the only drivers within the 50-second bracket here in the early going. And now it's Daniel Buttafuoco through the middle. Your two-time winner.
Swack is that enough? He sees that this might be a problem. He's dropping out. He's trying to get that championship winner paycheck early.
That's the mindset of a champion right there. He knows that things are getting a little too hot and heavy, a little bit too early. He's going to dip out. There goes Joe Swanson dipping out as well.
We've been 3x3 since
lap number 2, pretty much.
Yeah.
And to lap 1.
We still got 70 laps to go.
Just an editor's note for Matt Spalding. You should know that as a broadcaster, it's somewhat infuriating when cars aren't matching their league assigned number. Figure it out.
Hofer needs to do better.
He's in the 08 tonight, but running a paint scheme with the number 33 attached. But he's shoving Michael Frisch to the lead right now. He's going to go top to middle. Pick up Daniel Buttafuoco, the 4-time winner. And all 27 cars back to Travis De Leon, separated by 1.7 seconds.
I believe... Wait, is it Frisch? Did Frisch make it to round 2 of Road to Pro? Or not round, contender? I'm pretty sure he made it to contender.
I'm pretty sure that he did. He's continuing to stack up the accolades for this RODDCAR field as Mo Perry's kind of hung out to dry there. He'll get back in line in front of Caleb Weekly. There's Rod Flag. Still in mourning over what is now the Tupac. Washington State having a great season, though. Hope someone will pick him up. His kind of weekly drop to the back of this field. Logan Shore choosing to race tonight while his college football team is playing. Now that is some dedication. I admire that a lot.
When you're a fan of NC State, does it really matter?
They've had a couple of decent seasons. They've turned that program around. I mean, decent. I can't give you like their world beater status, but they've had a couple of okay seasons. Oh, contact in front of the field! Matt Spalding came down, hit Frisch, hit Scott Warren, Jacob Roth under the apron. It was right at the front of the field. Now that's going to break up this pack. As they all try and get reorganized. Ben Billard, it took him 2 career starts to pick up that first win. He's leading the inside line. He's trying to make it 2 for 3 in the Raisin Brand Toyota number 16 machine.
NC State is 10-7
over Louisville.
Third quarter. Yeah.
Wow. Beating Louisville's not for everybody. First-hand experience. It still hurts. So with all that, Jacob Roth is the only truck to lose the draft, as he was forced below the apron. And he rejoined safely, but that puts him 1.2 seconds behind Rod Flag, so 26 trucks in the lead draft. And then Jacob Roth, but sure there'll be a caution at some point tonight. The stats back that up, so let's take a look at the trends of the race here tonight. Thank you to Corbin Simmons, our race control, for compiling them, and Mo Perry for making the cute little graphic. But these are Rod's race trends. We've only run this combination, the Talladega Superspeedway with the trucks and the 75 lap count. So this race has only been run one time. Ryan Oates was the winner. We had 10 cautions. The longest green flag run was 13 laps. So according to stats, we are about to have our first caution of the race. 18 different leaders. The last caution came out on lap 70, right at the death. And we had 44 lead changes during the race.
If we have 10 cautions during this race, I will scream.
We almost had our first just a handful of laps ago, but they're keeping it nice and tidy. Because right now it's the 58 truck of Michael Frisch controlling the lanes, doing a nice job. Oh, and he got a little bit of a shot there from Budafuco. He'll get down to the safety on the bottom line. But those are the Rods Race Trends presented by Perry Paints. Corbin Simmons throwing all the numbers together every week. Let's go on board with Adam Garza. And he's just sticking it. Outside 3-1, your RODDCAR debut. Why the heck not? Harry Tiller ran the fastest lap of the race, 50.63. They just keep getting quicker and quicker. And here's Travis Brown. He's always one to try and get up towards the front if he can, but right now he's stuck middle, 3 wide, just outside the top 15, and this is what it's like. You just kind of have to pick your moments, and right now just hold a steady line. The best you can, be predictable. And wait for your moment. The lines will break apart, get back together, reorganizing. Mo Perry was leading the outside line at one point. He's back down to 10th now, like 3rd in line on the outside. So it's all about patience.
Of which I have none of.
As Matt Spalding now leads with the incorrect number. Yeah, but Frisch, he was the middle, bottom. Now he's up to the top. AJ Green, he's up a handful of positions. But Ben Billard's up 23 of them in that inside line. Working the end of lap number 12 here. We'll see if we can set a new longest green flag run of the race here. If we can complete the next lap. And they've been 3x3 since the death, so good on them. Inches apart at times. And they're doing a very nice job. And Jacob Roth update, it's somewhat boring. He's just kind of waiting for the big one to occur. And get him back in contention. As they are now 4 wide. AJ Green way up against the wall.
How'd you get a Jacob Roth update?
I just updated the viewers just in case they wondered where he went. But yeah, he got put 4 wide, and AJ Green is going to the back in a hurry. And that's how quick it happens. He was up by the wall, and the guys behind him, namely Michael Frisch and Gavin Newton, saw an opportunity to pick up some spot. Travis Brown, he's taking a peek. Harry Tiller was taking a peek, but it's still 3x3 with the exception of a couple cars further back. Joshua Abbey, Zwack, and Rod Flagg, and everyone else pretty much 3x3. But we do set the new longest. Well, I guess we have to complete lap 14 to officially count it. So how about halfway to extending the longest green flag run of the race for these 75-lap truck events?
I love Corbin trying to bribe Shelby with this. That is top tier.
We are for the people. What can we say?
That's not where I was going with that.
We're kind-hearted folk.
Are we?
For viewers, we will be. For social engagement at the line, Matt Spalding gets it by half a truck length over Ben Billard, and we have officially extended the longest green flag run of the race.
Not sure if that's really an accomplishment when, again, we have 26 cars. Like, I'm proud of them. Yay, they're still going, but if they had wrecked, I would have shamed somebody.
Let's crank it up for the first time this evening, and the last race in season 29. Let's crank it up. Oh, we're wrecking immediately. Crank it up. Curse is back. Whole back half of the field explodes.
And what a great shot for it, to be honest.
Car's slamming into the outside wall. What in the world happened there?
We talked too highly of him.
Yes, they did.
Who did it?
Let's see here. Looks like Ben Billard, Travis DeLeon, Corey Henry, a couple of the first guys involved.
Shelby!
right. What in the...
She hit him with a Go Gavin, and he self-cleared.
Oh, man. Gavin Newton. Where does he end up in all of this? Trying to take a look here. Down to 21st. Take a look at the whodunit camera. And Gavin Newton with the self-clear on Ben Billard, and they're all over the place back and forth. And about 9 cars make it through. Heavy damage for a bunch of contenders. Mo Perry. Jacob Ross says, thank you very much. I want no part of it. Ben Billard, back bumper ripped off.
That's not even the commentator's curse.
That's the viewer's curse there. I think that was the 81 machine. Yeah, Carlos Enriquez. He almost made it through. Get low as you can, and then he's hooked up the racetrack. Adam Garza, welcome to RODDCAR. Caleb Weekly involved. Harry Tiller through the grass. Logan Short sputtering out in the infield. Let's take a look at the blimp view. This is pretty much the whole back half of the field. Joe Swanson, excellent use of the brakes there. Joshua Abbey as well. Matthew Zwack and Rod Flagg all able to avoid it just by slowing down. Let them be examples to everybody else. Although a lot of that in that wreck really wasn't bad. That was all just they were right there. James Mendez is going to stay out and get that bonus point. Let's go talk to him. James Mendez in the 92 stayed out. Got that all-elusive bonus point. You've had a decent season. Still looking for that first win. Championship's locked up. You're securely in the top 25. So really, there's no excuse now. Go for the win tonight, right?
There's not. And I don't know how I got through that wreck without hitting anything, but we did. And I'm just trying to finish my dinner, but I felt like this is the best time to get a point, so...
You might as well, right? What's for dinner?
Well, I'll say I'm still finishing the mac and cheese, because that's just the hardest to eat right now when you're driving. But I don't really want to say the other thing, because I know Travis's companion may be a little upset.
What?
The little buddy Spanky. Yeah, so...
I'm sure he's aware of the reality of...
I mean... What if Spanky's in the room, bro? Like, I know he's watching the stream.
Watching Travis race?
Yeah, you never know.
I guess, but... Oh well. But yeah, I get it. Mac and cheese and food which shall not be named.
Yeah. We're going to pit here. I'll try to scarf down something.
Alrighty, well...
What did y'all have for dinner?
Chili.
Corbin, thanks. I don't like chili.
Really?
I mean, I'm not gonna say it's the worst thing ever. Sorry, I'm eating right now.
It's fine.
Well, I just don't understand the consistency. Maybe I'm just not eating the good parts, or maybe I'm just eating trash chili.
Yeah.
But like, I've never understood, like, oh, you gotta put it on hot dogs, you gotta put it on this. I'm like, no, you don't. Like, it's not it for me.
Interesting. Yeah, but for me, just regular old chili, nothing fancy about it. Get some saltine crackers, put it in there. It's delicious.
How do y'all feel about this being the last race you stream for right now?
It's unfortunate. We've greatly enjoyed it, but we know Puffer does a nice job, and I look forward to getting back in the cockpit here soon.
If you can do me a favor, where's the pace car at?
It is on the middle of the backstretch.
Okay, now I have to go.
Alrighty. Well, good luck the rest of the way.
Thank you.
Here with Gavin Newton and Mo Perry. Gavin, you were wished good luck by some of the viewers, and then you immediately took a left and kind of wrecked in front of the field. So, did you do that for the viewers, or was that just, what was that all about?
I thought I was clear, and blind spots lie quite a bit, and slightly miscalculated where I was, but it's alright. We're fine. Yeah, we were coming to two laps left on the fuel run, so I was just trying to get to the bottom there and just mess it up, So it is what it is. I mean, I apologize to everybody for tearing them all up, but so the ones that don't like me, were saying their normal things, and the ones that do were like, oh, it's alright. So
Yep.
we're 18 laps in, so we're gonna go back and get after it.
Alrighty, good luck, gentlemen.
Thank you.
Alright, we're coming back to the restart. Scott Warren, Mark Jorgensen Jr., your front row. Field to control with the 76. Everybody double pitting. That outside line very long. Only 6 trucks on the inside. We'll see who takes advantage of that and jumps down early. And if anything, Scott Warren's going up, but got some drivers electing for the bottom lane.
Yeah, and even if they double pit, they should still be able to participate and choose your own line, right?
Yeah, they all just kind of pigeonholed up to the top. It was interesting.
We got stragglers. I wonder if some drivers had liked it to try and fix the damage, because they're not getting up to speed.
It's very possible.
Is that how we succeed now? Like, trying to get viewers? Actually, I think that's how that works in real life. Huh?
Something like that. We're back to 3x3 now. Daniel Buttafuoco on the top line. Mark Jorgensen Jr. through the middle. And Scott Warren on the inside. Jacob Dunn having a good run, looking for his first career RODDCAR win. Yeah, the fuel run's a little bit shorter. It kind of sneaks up on everyone pretty quick. I heard Gavin there right before that caution. 2 laps to go. A little bit shorter here than in the Xfinity or the next-gen cars. So you got to be aware of that, and I think we'll get one in tonight. I think they put on a good show, and that's just a blind spot gone wrong, from the words of Gavin Newton. So I think pit road will be important again here tonight, as it was last week. Continuing to increase the pace, Travis Brown, quickest lap of the race so far, 50.43 in the 37 truck. He's going to make it 4 wide with Gavin Newton. Let's see if anyone else goes up, pulls up in front of him and takes that run, but doesn't look like it'll materialize just yet. Matt Spalding says, hold my beer. And Matthew Zwack, the champion, caught out in the middle. That's interesting. If anyone were to be followed, it would be him, but wasn't the case. And Travis Brown says, yep, no, that's a good person to follow. And look at how Travis Brown went from the back of that third line to pretty much the front of it. That was an impressive move.
That's why he's my pick to win.
Oh, trouble! It wasn't, though, somehow, some way, but they are getting racy. Travis Brown to the front.
Gavin Newton stuck out right now 4 wide. Dell doesn't like you screaming.
But Travis Brown will lead this lap in the 37 truck. Matthew Zwack does get back in line, has that third line reformed. The season 29 champion being pushed by the only multi-time winner this season. That's a good combination to have. And then Matt Spalding, third in line.
Matt Spalding. I agree. And Matt Spalding.
And just like that, they leave poor Matt Spalding out to dry.
How's that puffer zone connection working out for you? Oh, they're all on puffer zone.
We just claim all the successful people. They are dropping like a rock right now as that third lane kind of eroded.
There's a driver back there. He's wobbly. There was contact through the corner. It's an all-black truck, so I have no idea who it is.
It would be Rod.
No,
It's
not
all black?
Rod.
Well,
Rod has numbers. The truck I'm seeing,
Oh.
I'm actually going to go find it. So I know who it is going forward.
but no help in that third
Jordan?
line.
It's the 620 of Jordan Jung.
Is it Young? I don't know.
Maybe.
We'll call him Jung.
There's nothing. For me, there's nothing on the card.
Fair enough. But we're gonna say it as it's spelled until we're told otherwise. There goes Ben Billard a lap down. He was one that elected to fix as much damage as possible on pit road. He missed the lead pack, so he'll try and reform in. As that third lane's trying to get reorganized with the help of AJ Green and Joe Swanson. Move down to the bottom. Frisch. Be a dead heat at the line, and here comes Jorgensen with Travis Brown. Gavin Newton jumping up. The 88 truck moving to the middle. And we're back to 3x3. Travis Brown looks like he's having a certified Spectrum moment for a little bit there. But 22 cars in the lead group. James Mendez missed the pack. Harry Tiller and Corey Henry. Carlos Enriquez is in the lead draft, but a lap down. And Ben Billard, heavy damage, still not in the lead pack. So he's looking to go multiple laps down. And there goes Corey Henry a lap down. He's still got damage. So he's saving that fast repair, though. That one precious fast repair. Don't want to burn it too early, and that's obviously the same mindset the 5 truck has.
I feel like this, of all races, would be the one race where I'd be okay with using it early. The lack of extra competitors should lead to more green flag racing, you'd hope. But we have already seen a mistake early.
Here's AJ Green to the lead. Heck of a shove there from the 71, and now he'll come down, pick up Travis Brown. AJ Green also looking for his second ever RODDCAR win. Joe Swanson looking for his first. Hello, Dorman.
Dorman, why don't you show up anymore? Real life racing isn't as fun as RODDCAR. They don't go to Talladega and Daytona every other week.
Friday Night RODDCAR is the peak of iRacing.
We're doing great.
We're doing excellent. The entire 22 truck lead lap field separated by just 2 seconds. Although Logan Shore, Travis De Leon need to pick up the pace ever so slightly. They're 9/10 of a second behind the 05 machine of Joshua Abbey and are in danger of losing the pack, which would make it 20 trucks only. So these two need to work together. They're right at a second. They're doing the right thing, running the bottom of the racetrack and just hoping the 3 wide ahead of them slows everybody down just a bit. And they did gain a 10th. It went from a second to 9/10. And they're just trying to survive. That is Jacob Roth. That's coming back to them. Now they're 8/10 of a second off the back of Jordan Jung. 7/10. I think they'll be okay. So good teamwork there between the 009 and the 297 to stay in the lead draft. As pit stops are only a handful of laps away for this group. We'll see how they decide to get organized. You know that the first and only caution of the race so far was bought out by Gavin Newton, trying to get to the bottom to position himself for green flag pit stops. They're all scrambling around further back.
you brought up, green flag pit stops. One of the things about, us having I don't want to say S2, because 26 is still a lot of participants. But if you can get 3 trucks lined up and get a really well done pit stop, those 3 could realistically run away from the field.
They absolutely could if they were dedicated enough, had some teamwork. I don't think that'll be that small, though. There's not any dedicated teams here.
You've got the quote-unquote puffer driver.
Yeah, but no Cozy working together with Tyler Gary or anything of that nature. So it'll be interesting to see how that kind of shakes out late in the race. And it looks like Logan Shore, they do end up losing the draft anyways, and I think I know why. There's right front damage on that 009, and he should not be leading the 2-car train. So that makes sense why they can't maintain.
Something else they can't maintain is a lead. NC State is now tied with Luke. Showed his car side.
Brutal. You looking behind AJ Green as he tries to hold off the field. There goes the champion to his outside. An even better look out of the gearbox. Got Jaden Carter all over his back bumper, but there goes Gavin Newton. And Jorgensen Jr. shoving hard on Zlak. Gets him out in front. He'll make a move to the bottom, and he'll get a nice shove there from the 487. As they lap Ben Billard again. So he's hoping for another caution, but we've had a relatively clean race. Thus far, only 1 caution in the first 30 laps. There goes the 88 to the outside. As James Mendez is about to be put a lap down. Looks like Rod kind of backed up a little bit, and he does pick up Logan Shore, and has Travis De Leon right behind him. So I do think they'll hang on to the lead draft after all. Just barely.
I like how the lap cars split. One went high and one went low.
Yeah, we don't see as much 3x3 as we are approaching pit stops here in probably the next 5 or so laps, so just 2x2 right now. Gavin going to get forced out 3 wide, though I don't think he wanted to let Zlak up, and he'll be going right to the back of this field. And no one wants to, unless you're Travis Brown, who's always up for 3 wide. Not a whole lot of guys willing to go up there because they know they have to get down quickly. Joe Swanson coming to their defense as well. Travis says, never mind. I'll go back down to the second lane. Not enough momentum right now to justify a third lane, especially with the pit stops looming. And Gavin going right to the back. That's not where you want to be, because any small mistake at the back end of this pack under green flag pit stops and you'll be out of the draft. The 05 of Joshua Abbey. His second career start running in the top 5. Very nice night here for the 05 machine. And Logan Shore is in all by himself. That's also not what you want to do under green flag pit stops.
Got more calls. AJ Green said he's pitting in next time by, so
yeah, and
see what it does to this field.
Rod flag, that's 20 trucks. Travis De Leon lost his help. So it's going to be 20 trucks pitting from the lead group. They'll probably split it. But we've seen them do most of the season. Kind of do half and half. Scott Warren, and he's going to get turned in front of the field. This could be dangerous. Back up into front of Matt Spalding and James Mendez. And we could not make it. Daniel Budafuco through the grass. And I believe that was a carbon copy of the first wreck.
Was it a self-clear?
Or did Scott Warren get turned? He's got Joshua Abbey all over his back bumper. I don't know if he gets a... I don't think Scott Warren, I would think, would know better than that. He might get pushed a little bit.
I'm not sure.
I think he would just kind of realize what was going on. But the 05, he doesn't really deviate. I just wonder. I don't know. Let's take a look at the hands. That's a tough one from that view. So let's see what the cockpit tells us.
I mean, the hands stay pretty straight. Then all of a sudden they make like one quick little left, and then back.
Yeah,
straight.
I don't know if that's just him getting a little bit of a push on the right rear, but they really weren't that off-centered. So that's an interesting one.
Very.
I mean, see, like, I don't know about that one. My goodness.
Blame it on Travis.
Why would we do that?
Why not?
All right. But here comes everybody.
We can blame Spalding.
I'll go blame Spalding for that one.
Like, he could have braked and not been involved, but nah, he had to drive straight into the back of him.
I give credit to the 76. He did lock it up, but at the rate of speed he was going into 3, that was really never going to work.
I feel like that's Corbin's fault. He said in chat stops are coming, and then
Yep.
jinxed it.
So both cautions. I tell you what, Logan Shore looks like a genius right now. Holy cow, how about that? We'll take another look at that wreck. Right in front of Matt Spalding. Let's go on board with Spalding. This is not going to be a pretty sight. If he had the correct number, this would not have happened. He sees a little bit of smoke, and I mean, really, he doesn't see him. I mean, you tell me what's happening here. Take your best guess. Oh, a little bit of smoke. And, I mean, if you can see that through Garza's car, then more power to you, but you're not going to see him. You might see him there, and then really right there, congratulations. You finally figured out what's about to happen. You don't get a chance. Absolutely lifts him off the rear ground. Lifts the rear off the ground.
It was a square hit, though, so good for him.
He was bump drafting. And James Mendez nowhere to go. And then Budafuka was off the track there as well. And he was just trying to find safety. I think it was... Who was it that made that move to miss it? It was one of our RODDCAR debutantes. We just got to get his name on the list. It was Adam Garza, making a good evasive move here. Under control, a little bit over the edge, but better than the alternative. I'm sure Travis kind of understands what's happening there. Has to move up from the bottom lane, and everybody will be just fine. Luigi Gonzalez says, look at me. Good use of the brakes there. Ooh, a little bit of contact there, just after the fact, but all good. You'll find yourself restarting in the 5th position. Good to keep it underneath. So why did Logan Shore pit and get rid of that track position? I don't understand that. He pitted on lap 33. Caution came out 2 laps later. So I mean, he should have been the leader. I don't know why he wanted to give that up.
There's a chance he had more damage to fix.
Yeah. He does have a little bit of crinkle on that right front, but that gives us 26 trucks back on the lead lap. Good news there for Corey Henry, Carlos Enriquez, Ben Billard, etc., etc. So they'll all be in the lead group. James Mendez says he needs caution fast. He's saving that fast repair. So 26 trucks still out on the racetrack. It'll be halfway once we complete this lap. And both cautions have been due to trying to get organized for green flag pit stops. And with the fuel run, we're guaranteed to have at least 2 more. Maybe 1 more. If they can stretch it to the maximum, they could make it on 1 more stop. Just depends on when it comes out. We're back to green flag. Frisch gets a good jump. We'll bring Mark Jorgensen Jr. right with him. Already got some 3 wide further on back. It's 2x2 for the most part. It's going to be...
Got a couple cars jumping on the line. Looks like he's trying to go to the third. Maybe he's trying to go to the back.
Yeah, Adam Garza going to hop up. Trey Tiller and Logan Short will form that third line for now. Yeah, I can't. Yeah, looking back on that last caution, I think Scott Warren would... He's been around long enough. He picked up a win this season. He knows what he's doing out there every week. I don't think he'd make that move down in front of the field. He would just take the L and go into the lap to pit. And realistically, you can't... Oh, contact between Jung and Jacob Roth. That's the second time he's been underneath the apron in turn 1. And he'll take the L there. And go right to the back again. Yeah, but Joshua Abbey wasn't like pushing him out of control there or anything. So that just was a very weird way that he turned down. Frisch left out to dry. You see how quick the speed difference is. You have no help. Right now, the 05, he's all over the back.
Going around, and Frisch is down.
Adam Garza, yellow is out. Travis De Leon squeaks by.
That was one of the longest wrecks I've ever seen.
Really? So what happened here?
Watch Adam Garza.
Oh, and Ben Billard's on his side. So let's see what happens here.
We'll start with Adam Garza on the backstretch.
With 208, Travis dipping out of line. He's seen enough. Frisch coming back to the field. Travis blinks out a bit. And here's where it starts. I believe they just kind of meet in the middle. But the 208 definitely comes up a bit more. The 80 comes down just a bit. Wrecking, sliding into Ben Billard, who collects Frisch. And hard impact for Billard.
Yeah, just that, like, the wiggling back and forth from Garza as he's trying to keep it going straight.
This is bad luck here for Frisch, who really does it on his own accord. That was a planned move to kind of escape the chaos, and to say it didn't work would be an understatement. Mere seconds later, left rear is destroyed. Ben Billard with the ride of the night. Let's go on board with him. And he'll land it, though. My goodness. How about that? That's what you get for putting raisins in cereal.
What's wrong with Raisin Bran?
Raisins are weird. I used to like them as a kid, and then I grew up. Stop being so childish. But yeah, you take a look here. He has a perfect view of it. You'll see the 208 go up ever so slightly, get himself wiggling. He's like, hey, I got to get to the bottom. Not enough time.
Never heard someone go, yeah, I liked raisins as a kid. Like, it's normally an old people thing.
Maybe I'll like it again the middle stage of life, I've cut them out almost entirely. So, but let's see how close it was for this 16. I mean, he just barely gets right rear here, right? Oh man! And around he goes.
What is your beef with raisins?
They're not good anymore. They don't taste good.
Just grapes, dried.
Grapes are better though.
They're both fine. You're weird.
I don't.
You're white. That's supposed to be things you're into.
Oh, brother. Whatever. Hate to see it.
Do you like seasoning on your food?
Depends on the seasoning. Let's go talk to a RODDCAR champion under this most recent yellow, Mark Jorgensen Jr. Here with the 88 truck, Mark Jorgensen Jr. How we doing tonight?
Man, I'm doing fucking well, Max. How about you?
Pretty good. Been a great season. We're recapping it with one of my favorite combinations trucks at Dega. Been a part-time season for you in season 29, but looking to close out the season strong. And
yeah, I wanna whip these motherfuckers' asses. I mean, we're just gonna go ahead and get it done tonight. I mean, half the field didn't show up tonight. I mean, you know, that's unfortunate. I didn't think that tonight was the last race of the season, but I mean, we have that from time to time. But no, man, I hope to come out here and just beat these motherfuckers' asses.
There you go. That's one way to put it. But yeah, you're probably one of the heaviest hitters left in the field. I mean, we were talking about it at the top of the show. It's like, hey, got some heavy hitters that sat out, and guys that have been around a long time, but are probably going to look to step up and kind of just control the field if they can.
That's right. We back, and I mean, obviously, I've been driving a pretty respectable race. I hated to see what happened to Scott. You know, I know he was anxious to get to the lead. I feel like he just turned himself, but he'll get back up here. That'll give me somebody to work with. But you know, right now, just trying to be respectable, get to the closing laps, and I think all hell's are going to be breaking loose, Max. So just hang around. I mean, you're in for a good show. I mean, we've been doing a lot of 3-wide racing. I mean, it's fun.
It's been 3 wide since the rip, and expect that to continue all night. But good
Absolutely.
luck. Good luck out there.
All right, thanks, Max.
RODDCAR is better when Mark Jorgensen Jr. shows up.
Mark Jorgensen Jr. gained a fan in chat.
Yes, he did. So, looks like James Mendez got the caution he needed. Car's pretty much good to go. Caleb Weekly and obviously Ben Billard, massive repairs going to be needed for them. Going to need a couple more cautions. And we'll see if they can get back out. But AJ...
Greatest news I've ever heard.
What is that?
The San Diego Padres have been eliminated from 2023.
Finally, fraudulent organization. They should trade Juan Soto to the Braves for cheap.
No.
Yes. But here we go on the restart. Top 4 really hooked up well there. Are we going to see 2 weeks in a row somebody making their second start pick up the win? Because Joshua Abbey's been up front most of the night so far. And that would be something else.
I mean, it'd be pretty dang cool. I see a logo on the front of that machine that tells me he's not new. That Shenandoah Shine logo's been around here a lot. He just hasn't been.
Fair enough.
I want Max in the booth with $1 for every curse word Max says.
I'll be in Atlanta watching the best football team in the state of Georgia take on the Bowling Green Falcons.
What if I come broadcast and I curse? I'll make you bankrupt.
Adam Garza should never race RODDCAR again. All due respect. So I don't.
Respectful saying that, but
So I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. It's his first career start, and we've seen plenty of times this season where someone just washes up the racetrack a little bit. I don't know what he's done outside of that. I think he's been okay otherwise, unless there's been some incidents that we haven't seen, but that last caution wasn't the worst thing we've ever seen up here in the booth. See, now, if you're going to argue about that, though, that's a bit unfortunate because that was clearly his fault. So that is a bit, yeah, he did turn up the racetrack, get himself turned. Don't know why you deny that, but oh well. AJ Green looking good. Trying to double his win total tonight. Zach Scare, I see a lot of blahs in the chat for someone that's not racing tonight.
he also scanny flicked it around into me.
Pretty sure he was out of control. Spalding, a little bit of contact there with the 99 truck of Jordan Jung, also making his debut. This is the best week of the season. Corey Henry, remember he was about 2 laps down at one point. He's got that truck repaired, and now he's back up inside the top 10, currently running 8th.
I don't know if I can respect any person who says that's too much super speed.
I'd run Talladega 24/7.
If I had any desire to keep racing, I'd run Talladega 24/7. Don't you put
Puffer paraphernalia.
Yeah, I don't race because I had to deal with them.
He doesn't race because he's up here making money with me in the booth.
If I had to deal with you on a regular basis, I wouldn't race.
You lap him, Mark. Broadcasters coming out of the booth next week. We're about to show everyone who's boss. That was almost catastrophic.
It still might be.
You got I love RODDCAR because you got Corey Henry, a champion, right next to Jordan Jung, and they're doing business 3x3, almost 4 wide. You never know who you're going to line up next to. Or 4 wide.
We ask for money and y'all pay it.
I would win the next up race if I wasn't occupied this Wednesday.
No, you should do it.
I literally won't be home at all, so it's not
Ricky
happening.
Bobby paint schemes.
Don't care. But I would wax the field. Quote me on that. Next up at Talladega, I would, until I get wrecked out. I guarantee I'd be waxing the field. I'd be wrecked out.
I'll be honest. I don't think you would wax any other race though,
No, I wouldn't. But
because Cade McClenny would.
yeah, that's Cade McKinley would lap me multiple times.
How important is the thing you're doing on Wednesday?
It's pretty important. I also get paid to do it as well. Look at Scott Warren top to bottom. He came back with a vengeance. Mark said he would.
Oh, are you babysitting?
Yes.
You bum.
I am, in fact, babysitting. However, ooh, contact! Look how close that is.
Tell him to find a new babysitter.
I get paid. I'm good. I would not wreck anybody else at a super speedway. I'm the one getting wrecked.
I've been wrecked by my own teammate multiple times at super speedways.
Corbin Simmons has wrecked Art many times at Talladega. At least twice. Oh, Logan Shore trouble!
2 cars and they're staying straight. Corbin's not throwing the caution.
Well done. NC State collapsing like their football. The NC State car collapsing like the football team motor is blown. We just heard it. Let's take a look here.
Oh, they are losing. NC State is down 3 with 5 to go.
So I'm going to need... I don't understand what this is. So Frisch comes down, but he is already there. I mean, he's in that 3rd line. Logan Shore, he's coming up. A little bit of net code, but I don't...
Oh, that's a lot of net code.
Yeah.
I feel like saying that's a little bit of net code is one thing. That's a lot of net code.
Yeah, we've seen worse. But that's going to break up this pack. It looks like 14, maybe 15, but I don't think the 44 is going to stay with him. And he's not. He's out of it. So 14 cars to settle it. You got to think this is our best shot at a green flag pit stop.
My bad, Fresh in chat.
Yeah, I thought that was more so on Logan coming up. 26 laps to go. That could be a deciding moment in this race if we don't get another caution, and that just leaves the second half of the field out to dry. Travis Brown, he's looking to be a 3-time winner. Got one earlier this season in a thrilling last lap pass, beat Harry Tiller by under 100th of a second. The season has had several notable finishes. Speaking of Harry Tiller, he's leading for the first time tonight. Got some pit stops. Jordan Jung, Michael Frisch, Logan Shore, all on pit road, obviously, after that last incident. 22 seconds and away for the 620 of Jordan. Oh, and Travis is going to get turned in front of the field. Yellow is out immediately. And what in the world? Getting pushed from Mark Jorgensen Jr. And he just gets a little off-centered on the left side. He goes around immediately. Spalding, Daniel Budafuco get the worst of it.
He better be taking his fast repair. Can't have my pick to win out this early.
We'll see how it goes, but that's a good caution for several drivers. Although I think Caleb Weekly is done. 14 minutes. Great caution for Ben Billard. He is multiple laps down. $12 of them to be exact. I don't think he's a factor in this race going forward.
I don't think you're a factor in this race going forward.
So this is interesting, though. They do not make it to the end here. I think under any circumstances. But we'll see. There's three cars, Zach. He got turned in front of the field. Spalding and Budafuco hit him. It was literally the leader getting turned, so good caution.
I mean, do you want to go argue with Corbin? Like, I'll put you in his face. I'll let him yell at you. Adam Wainwright got an at-bat. Okay.
Let's see here. So Matt Spalding gonna take over the lead of this race. Get that bonus point for leading the lap. But he will have to make a pit stop. I'm curious, because right now it's 23. It'll be 22. It'll be at least 21 to go. So if everyone double stops, there is a chance they can make it, actually. There is a chance. I think if you're guys at the back, Luigi Gonzalez, Joe Swanson, Jacob Dunn, Adam Garza, double pitting is absolutely the right thing to do. And seeing if you can make it. Spalding will have to pit again, as does Jordan Jung. Logan Shore, Ben Billard, some of the lap cars trying to get their laps back. So we'll see how many takers we have on the double stop for extra fuel. as Daniel Buttafuoco. He definitely got a piece of that. He's still on pit road. Travis Brown still trying to fix his damage naturally. Logan Short, I think he still has a couple seconds of damage, but he's getting tires. And Matt Spalding coming in, and as we expected, nobody else wanting to pit. Rod flag. I thought more guys at the back would do it, and here they come. Yeah, I don't get it. If you're Jacob Dunn, Garza, Mendez, he's going to come in. You have nothing to lose by double stopping. And it puts you right on the outside edge. 21 to go. You save fuel into the yellow. You got a great shot to make it. So Caleb Weekly at this point is out of the race for all intents and purposes. He's still on pit road, but it is what it is. Ben Billard many laps down. He's trying to fight back. And Logan Shore. So with 25 cars in the lead lap, 26 still running.
I still have faith in my boy Travis Brown.
We'll see if Billard gets a quick couple of cautions as we get towards the end and the intensity ramps up. So we'll see.
I hope not. It's not, for, dislike for Ben Billard.
Right.
Don't want cautions.
Yeah, let's have a. I want it to go green the rest of the way. I want to see if the fuel holds up. But we shall see. And if the fuel doesn't hold up, then I think we'll get a caution anyways, because every time we've tried to pit, there's been a caution. So, yeah, 23 cars in the lead lap, 24. And Matt Spalding is out, so that gives us 25. I don't think he'll catch the field, though. Luigi should. Joe Swanson has a decent chance. Spalding, I don't think will catch. The pace truck making that slow left-hand turn down pit road. It is Harry Tiller from Corey Henry, with the restart coming with 21 laps to go. And we're back underway. And everyone but Spalding caught. And Ben Billard's even in the pack. So, yeah, all 24 lead lap cars are right there.
We see common Matt Spalding out. Keep the, beef intact constantly.
It's like Jaden Carter got out of line with nobody to help him. 3 wide, forms quickly, but not that quick. But looks like Jacob Roth going to try to get to him. Frisch dropping to the back of the field. James Mendez says we're back as he sits 12th, and we're wrecking off a 4. Yellow is out.
There are people still piling in.
James Mendez not back, confirmed. So what in the world happened here? This happened way at the front, I think, with Harry Tiller even. Let's take a look. Does he get an awkward shove here from AJ Green? Yes, he does. They get on that left rear quarter panel. He's trying to save it. Comes down into Zwack, into Mo Perry, into Mark Jorgensen Jr., Travis De Leon, Jacob Dunn. And what causes the second wreck here? It's like a secondary wreck going on. Oh, and it's James trying to split the gap. Jacob Dunn, nowhere to go, but Travis coming off the wall underneath him. James Jung involved. And Ben Billard's got a shot at this thing. He just got to go. Just go, go, go. Yeah, that left rear, very sensitive if you get just ever so slightly off-centered. And everyone should be pitting here. They are now in the fuel window, so that kind of takes out some of the drama of that. But the guys that double stopped, I think they can try and stay out a little bit. Jaden Carter's going to try and stretch it. Rod Flag pitted on lap 53.
Honestly, I would have just come in anyway. Just to,
But I think the odds that you get another caution, because they were right on the edge, maybe a little over with the double stop. You get a caution here, you save fuel, and the odds that you get at least one more within the final 20 laps, probably pretty good. So I like the strategy. You get track position here.
True. I would still stop.
I think it's your Jaden Carter, because he did not double pit. He pitted on 52, so I think he's asking a little bit more of that. So did Jacob Ross. So Rod Flag, the only driver that double stopped, that stayed out on the following caution. So that was interesting. But then again, some of the guys that double pitted were involved in that most recent caution anyways. So I'm rooting for Ben Billard at this point. It would be pretty funny.
Go back to back.
If he goes 12 laps down with 24 to go, and he gets it all back and has a shot at this thing. He gets 2 back every caution. So, I mean, he still needs a lot of help, but it's a possibility. He's got damage himself. He should be 8 down, maybe 7. If he's 7, he's got a better shot at it. Let's see here what the ticker gives us. He's 7 down, and I think... yeah, lights are still on. He can get 1 more back even. And get to 6 laps down, so... he's got a shot. He has to get this lap, but he might as well be aggressive. Who cares about the fuel? We'll get the laps back first, then you worry about it. You're not allowed to get your laps back on the 1 to go signal entering turn 1, so keep on going. Don't even hesitate. Just keep going. There you go.
To be fair, I would tell Corbin to shove it.
And now Jaden Carter and Rod Flag are going to pit anyways. So it's Jacob Roth only going to try and stretch the fuel. So Ben Billard will be 6 laps down. Very good. The 81 got lucky on the last caution. Let's go take a look at it. Carlos Henriquez. Take a look at what happened to him. Oh, yes, he did. Very nice move. Oh, a little bit of contact there at the end, but not bad. Evasive maneuvers there for your first race. Let's take the onboard look at it. You just sees a bunch of smoke and, yeah, go onto the low side, and there you go. Ben Billard, he's going to get the fuel too, so he'll be good on fuel. So at that point, going forward, you don't have to pit again, you just get your laps back. What happened to AJ Green? No, he's just not sure what that was all about. And looks like something has happened to the 620. Oh, wow. And he tows. But he almost took out Mo Perry in the process. Not sure what was wrong with the truck, unless he's got to go or something. Hate to see it. So James Mendez is the bot and already uses fast repair. So he is, you're done. Apparently, because you said you had 950 RPMs. Yeah, truck's destroyed. Thanks for coming. Oh, it's over. Well, you're done. Hate to see it, you really do.
When are we going to get that on a t-shirt?
What?
Hate to see it.
I don't know.
We got skill issue on a t-shirt.
Talk to Brandon Richard. Lights are out on the pace truck. And we're back underway. Jacob Roth is going to try and stretch the field. He would love one more caution to do it. James Mendez, yeah, he's probably just going to call it quits. Truck is not blew up. Can't. Oh, he's done. Yeah, why the heck not? Get up in here. James Mendez, ladies and gentlemen, doesn't know how to manage his fast repair.
I do. I just don't know where it went.
You click the button at some point.
I always turn it off.
Not this time. But what was it like in the truck? How was it handling out there before that last incident?
It was actually okay. I got killed, and now I'm sad. But I'm okay.
Aren't you usually sad?
Yeah, but I mean, now I gotta watch 15 laps without being able to run.
So yeah, it looks like Jacob Dunn has fallen off from the pack. Travis De Leon made a late pit stop, so he missed the pack. Jordan Jung is out of the race. He left on his own accord. And then there's Ben Billard, 6 laps down. He needs some help.
And we're 3 wide for the lead.
Yeah, bottom line, surprisingly, not all organized whatsoever. So Corey Henry's going to fall back to Jacob Roth as the top 2 lines work around the outside. And it's starting to get down into the pay window. It's about to open up. Time to earn your pay. 15 to go. Contact there between Matt Spalding and the 208 with Adam Garza. As now that inside line's formed back up 3 by 3 by 3 all the way through the field, or at least halfway through it. Which includes 21 drivers, back to Matthew Zwack, your season 29 champion. Joshua Abbey looking for his first win in his second start. Luigi Gonzalez looking for his first career win. Barry Tiller. A couple of guys running in the top half.
We need better representation from people we know.
Yeah, all of our people that we try to claim, they don't do well.
Where's Dean? Oh, wait, right. He isn't right.
Internet issue.
Couldn't be me.
But it's Michael Frisch going top to middle. He's going to pick up Daniel Buttafuoco, and he's now going top to bottom, officially completes the move. Picks up Corey Henry. That does check up the inside line ever so slightly. We are literally 3 rows deep. Or 3 wide, 5 rows deep. Back to Rod Flagg and Carlos Enriquez. So the first 15 are all 3 wide. So you're going to see people try and force it 4 here. Problem is, how much room do those other lanes want to give inside of 15 to go? Not a whole lot. So you're going to have to force the issue and hope that it works out in your favor. As Joshua Abbey getting pushed to the lead from Travis Brown.
What are you laughing at?
Travis Brown is going crazy in the chat right now.
Oh, God.
RODDCAR Radioactive coming soon.
They my pick to win.
Is that what your pick was?
Yes.
I guess can I make a pick?
Sure, you get to pick.
I'm out.
You get to pick 60 laps into the race. But
Let's see. I gotta find who this is.
How do you not know?
Some guys change their schemes.
Brother.
What are you picking based on scheme? Why don't you pick someone you know?
I don't know who this guy is. I don't know what number he is. The 33, but I don't know who that is.
It's Matt Spalding.
You're not
incorrect.
picking Matt Spalding. I will remove you from this voice channel if you try and pick Matt Spalding.
Oh,
Is it really? Let me see.
Yes, it's Matt Spalding. It's listed as the 08. I'll help you out with that one.
Oh, it is.
Man came into the YJ booth to pick a puffer driver.
Okay, let me change it then.
There you go.
Good. 20 drivers out there.
We're going.
He's under so much
We're gonna
pressure.
go with Carlos Enrique.
Oh, you said it wrong.
I'm Hispanic. I can say whatever way I want to.
You still said it wrong.
He literally said pronounce the
white?
pronounce the EZ. That's what he said. And you ruined it for him.
Enriquez?
Carlos Henriquez.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Skill issue.
Yeah, I literally asked the question, who's ever, like, what's the other pronunciation for that? And I got it. That's funny.
Carlos Henrique is the alternate pronunciation, but that's not what he goes by. It's Carlos Henriquez. And making his debut tonight, hasn't really put a foot wrong. He's been wrecked a couple of times, but he's still battling. Inside 11 laps to go, coming to 10 laps at the line. And your season 29 champion got Harry Tiller behind him, and they're going to try and make 4 wide work. It's back to 3, though.
Can't believe one of the few other Mexicans in this league joined and got the name wrong. I got it
Well,
right.
I pronounce it the Mexican way. He pronounces it the whitewash way.
That's his name. It's how you going to say
know.
he's wrong? Oh.
Well, I mean,
Why are you out here white shaming people with Spanish names?
because I'm Spanish myself.
No. So that makes it okay.
Yeah, what is your
Yeah.
name, Mende?
You could. I mean, I don't care, but if you wanted to say that, you could.
Like, you go by Mendez.
We're all
Mendez,
taking an English
brother.
class after this.
Or not. What do you mean an English class?
Because we pronounce it in English.
Why would we take an English class to pronounce a
Figure
Spanish
out grammar.
name? No.
Okay. And now Zwack inside of the top 10. He's been hanging out at the back for most of the night. He's that third truck in line on the outside line. Now he's going back to 4 wide. AJ Green slams the door. He puts Zwack up into the outside wall, but they're still going. 4 wide through the first 2 rows. Holy cow, this ain't going to work.
I mean, it's working so far.
It's not going to work out long term, though. It hardly ever does.
I don't think they'll hold it for 9 laps.
They got lap cars approaching, too, and it is 4x4 for the race lead. Quick, get a Wendy's 4-for-4 ad.
Let's make it 3
Or
rows,
Motown,
4x4.
we don't get paid by them.
Someone contact him.
Wendy's needs to be out here supporting RODDCAR.
Someone tweeted them. They either roast us horribly for being a bunch of virtual racers, or they love the idea. Contact! Middle 4 wide. There goes Frisch into the field. Budafuco around. Caution is out.
I'm just saying my pick to win still up front.
And my pick crashed. Yay.
Wendy's doesn't do 4-for-4 anymore? That's the most heartbreaking news of all of this. Ben Billard still has a chance. My goodness.
That's an L from Wendy's.
So let's take a look here. They started, once they got 4, it was Budafuco and Travis Brown squeezing really hard together. Those middle 2 lines just really pinching each other. And then off of 2, Budafuco comes up and Travis comes down, but that's actually not where the contact was made. It was net code from Jorgensen into the right rear of Frisch, and Ben Billard's like, oh goodness. And around they all, it's just really just starting a pinball effect at that point. Take your pick. Rod flag right through the middle of it. How about that?
James, how do you feel about the Padres being eliminated from playoff contention?
That is their fault. They need more skill.
Look at this from Rod Flag. Through the smoke, bumpers falling off. Oh, how about that from Rod Flag? On board here with the 81 Carlos Enriquez. I mean, he's right in the thick of this. He's just going to see it all go wrong, and a whole lot he could have done there. And he gets tagged from behind into Luigi Gonzalez. He's hard on the brakes, and he's still down to the inside.
I don't know who that lap truck was. But
Ben
I think if he wasn't there, Frisch could have turned left instead of turning right.
Let's
So
take a
we've
look.
got it updated in chat, by the way. You gotta say the EZ. It's the Puerto Rican and Colombian way.
Okay.
There you go.
So you're not okay.
It's not what.
Can't just assume everything, James.
Well,
We brought him into the booth and we
Mexico.
instantly have a PR scandal on our hands. Hate to see it. I don't know if Frisch could have brought it back to the left because I think he just gets turned to the right. I don't know. But Ben Billard, he's lucky he doesn't get any more damage because he's trying to get back his laps back. So he's like, I can't afford another incident. How about Adam Garza, huh? In his debut, leading, it'll be inside of 5 laps to go. I'm curious by this because they pitted this group of 6. They pitted on not the most recent one, the one before this, 56 and 57. That would be
they're good.
18 to go. They should be well within the fuel window. But
Well, you get 17.
But everybody else is coming in, surprisingly, I guess, to cover off the chance at RODDCAR overtime. So that's actually what they're doing. Let's take a look. Again, we'll visualize it for everybody. Didn't show it at all. That's not great. Whatever. Let's see if that shows it a little bit better. Yeah, but that shows it a decent bit. Their stint length, 12 or 13 laps for the top 6. And with 6 to go, they'll be pushing right on the edge of the fuel window, but they have a couple cautions to help them save fuel. Why would it not show it? I'm so sad. I guess there's too many stops recently and it just didn't know what to do. Oh well. Yeah, I think Ben Billard is officially out of time here, unfortunately.
Ban Christopher Williams from the chat.
We'll see, though, but officially it will be. Let's see. 20, 21, 22. Guaranteed to be on the lead lap. Travis De Leon on pit road for a decent amount of time. He's got to get going soon. So it'll be 23 if he gets back going. And then Ben Billard out of the race. James Mendez here with us in the booth.
Unfortunately, yes.
Jordan Jung left some time ago. And Caleb Weekly just having a good time. He parked it. The truck is still there, 40 minutes. But he went and got a hot dog or something. And Billard's coming back in.
Chris Williams saying them fighting words as though I wouldn't show up to his house and fight him. The Draft Hard 300 still haunts me to this day.
It does. You hate to see
I don't think Billard's going to get back on the lead lap.
He'll
here.
need a caution pretty much this lap.
Yeah.
Because he's 4 down. He needs this. Ah, no, I think he's done.
No, he's yeah. I don't
Because
think
it'll go to overtime. Yeah, he's done.
Corbin should have let us get the last back even more.
What's fun? He said, I'll shoot you the Eddie. I already have his address because he's invited me to come have steak with him as an apology.
Oh my. But Adam Garza, Jaden Carter. That's an interesting front row here late. Jaden Carter having a great season, though. 27 top 10s, still looking for that win.
I can't wait to wreck in half a lap.
Let's see here what Adam Garza does as he enters the Geico restart zone. We're underway. Joshua Abbey did not get going. And Garza's going to have to come up. That inside line is going to take a minute. Jaden Carter actually stays stuck in line. Now he's going to shoot to the bottom. And that'll help get that inside line formed really quick. Mo Perry all over the back. Gavin Newton.
Power 3.
That's an aggressive move from the 48. He's about turned Rod. They somehow make it. They get stabilized back to 2x2 for now. A little bit of left rear damage for the 7.
I see a team forming mid-pack. Gavin Newton, Zwack, and Travis Brown. Gavin Newton goes up early, though.
Yeah, so it is officially 22 cars on the lead lap, but all on the pack. Travis.
We're 4 wide.
De Leon, he's got a shot at it.
yeah,
If we get one more
right
caution, Harry Tiller and Jacob Roth. That's 4 wide at the back. Looks like the 27 might have gotten turned there from the 88.
Here comes Rod Flag on the outside.
With help from Travis Brown.
That third line as well. And fully organized now. And it is Rod Flag leading it. Coming to 2 laps to go. This is a very interesting top 10 we have. Be curious to see if Adam Garza in his debut can hold his nerve. He's second on the outside line.
Ooh, there goes Joe Swanson.
Looking for his first career win in the 71. He's in a great position. Forget about Zwack, third car in line through the middle, the season 29 champion. He knows how to get it done. 2 laps to go.
Can we get around to the white?
Don't forget about Joshua Abbey. He's been in front all night inside the top 5, battling. There goes the 208 to the third lane. Joe Swanson, big bump there. Can they save it? Travis Brown into Rod. 4 wide.
Yeah, Travis just had a lot of momentum and only one place to really put it.
And he'll jump in front of Rod. Jaden Carter's going to get pushed clear here. What does that allow the 7 to do? Does he stick with the champion? Zwack might push them both clear, and he might drop down to the inside. Can't forget about Daniel Budafuco. They are going to make it, I think, to the white. Race is official. 1 lap to go. And here comes Zwack. He does make that aggressive move to the bottom. Trying to cap his season, a championship-winning season with a win.
I just have a feeling they're all going to wreck it. There's going to be 1 car making its way through.
And here comes Scott Warren on the outside, though. Zwack's not going to be able to block all the lines. Contact in the second row.
Got Warren.
They hold it straight. Corey Henry's got Matt Spalding. Joshua Abbey going to feel slighted by that. Adam Garza pushing Scott Warren. Jaden Carter pushing Matthew Zwack. Through 3 and 4 for the final time. Big wreck in the back. They're all going. It's 3 cars to settle it. It could be Zwack. But here comes Scott Warren. Has gotten no help. Jaden Carter's going to stay in line. And the champion's going to get it done. Matthew Zwack ends an incredible season. And wins at Talladega. My pick to win gets it done from pole.
Man, Scott Warren, that's such a strong side draft. He actually managed to get himself P2 there.
And how about that for the champion?
Gets himself an extra $10 on top of it.
But let's take a look here at what kind of set up this 3-car finish. As they were 4 wide down the back, we had Corey Henry. I mean, they were beating and banging. I thought Scott Warren had the run, but it was the block from Zwack that got that whole middle line out of shape. And then Abbey is going to come up as well, and he's actually going to get into the 7 there. So it's kind of 2 different things. And then that chain reaction starts, and this is the first part of it. Corey Henry, he comes back up, and I think that's all right for what was going on. And then Budafuco, Joe Swanson 3 wide. No, I think, yeah, Budafuco's just trying to hold his line. He comes down a little bit, but then they get inside of each other, and then Garza gets turned, Corey Henry gets right reared, and that's pretty much it from there. But there was a second wreck, too, that happened. What in the world happened here? That was Jacob Roth, and then I'm trying to see how this second group got separated so much. That was the Harry Tiller move. And then really, I guess that was it. Just making sure I didn't miss anything else. No, there was 2 exact wrecks that happened. That's right. Looks like AJ Green gets Jacob Dunn. Up into Luigi Gonzalez, Travis Brown, and there goes the second half. And then right after that, there goes the remainder of the first half. And here comes the finish. No help for Scott Warren on the outside. Zach comes up and he'll pull him forward. How about that?
Our race winner is in the waiting room.
All right, let's pull him up. Here with the season 29 champion, Matthew Zwack. He clinched it last week. He wins this week. An absolutely dreamland finish to this season. Tell me what you saw there on those last couple laps. You're hanging out in the back most of the day, and then obviously putting it where it needs to be in those last couple of laps to get the win.
Yeah, that last start came down, topped off with the 1-7, and then I was with Dan, and they kind of everyone was trying to get high to go above the middle, and me and Dan just rolled it through, and I saw the move to the bottom there, coming to the white, got clear, and came up in front of Jaden, and it was just pretty much just had the run from there on in. Yeah, that was those last couple laps. I don't think I could have drawn it up much better than what happened, so that was really nice, and yeah, a perfect way to cap off the season, getting the second win, and taking the championship with us was really cool.
Yeah, it's fitting that you should get that second win because the only one before that was Daniel Budefuco, and he was running part-time, so he couldn't challenge for the championship, but it's very fitting that the champion gets that second win right at the last race and becomes the only other multi-time winner, so it makes sense. Dominating season, impressive consistency, most top 5s, top 10s, and just absolutely well-deserved. And like you said, it was that move to the middle that kind of shunted the momentum, and they all kind of got squirrely behind you. And from then on, they all started wrecking, and it was 3 cars at the end, you, Scott Warren, and Jaden, and there was not enough of a run to get back by you.
It was pretty well planned out and went good at the end. Got to thank Dan, Matt, and Ben tried his best. I don't think he had as much of an influence as he wanted there, but he definitely won the Perseverance Award this race.
He absolutely did. He almost would have made it too. He was 4 down. He needed 2 more. But I appreciate him sticking it out and running with us. But yeah. I don't know if Rod's going to do the speech or if you want to do it now. I don't know if you have anything prepared, but I don't know what Rod.
I can give my thanks, but yeah, I mean it's been what I've normally said when I've been here all season. I love Rod. We wouldn't be here without Rod. Obviously with the broadcasts, you guys in Puffer Zone helps a lot. Puts eyes on the league, gets people to show up. And I mean we all have a good time running it with friends. I don't know. There's not too many RODDCAR races where even getting junked. We had a good time throughout the night. So cheers to season 29, this win, all my teammates, NFR, everyone that helped me, and we'll be back doing what we can, try and get ourselves another in the time coming.
Absolutely. Well, again, congratulations. It's absolutely well deserved and the perfect end to season 29, and looking forward to season 30. It'll be a special one. I can't believe Rod's been around this long and put on these great races week after week, but looking forward to the 30th season of RODDCAR, and maybe I think I might have a chance to, well, I don't know. We'll see what the broadcasting deal works down. I think we're going to split it or something, but looking forward to it. Always a great time on Friday night with friends. It's always exciting. We have some great moments to look back on. But we will see you at the start of season 30.
Yep. Thank you, guys.
Yep. Have a good one. Here with your runner-up tonight, Scott Warren finished exactly where he started. Got involved in that second caution. It looked like a little bit of netcode right as we were coming to green flag pit stops. And then from there on, it was kind of just a recovery race, but you put yourself in perfect position coming to the white. And then really all the help behind you just explodes, and that was kind of all she wrote from there.
Yeah, netcode. That's what it was. I don't know. In my mirror, I was clear, but I don't like having to make abrupt moves like that. But that was the lap we were coming in, and I was running out of corners. So my apologies to, I think it was Whack that I chopped there, but there was enough time in the race. I ran around with a 2.5 minute damaged truck. So interesting with the new build, that truck would have been laps down by the next green flag cycle ending, and we were able to still drive it around like that. So I don't know, something good there, and the bumping felt really good. Car finally felt like it was planted. The truck, that is. So whatever happened in this build, it's a lot better to my estimation. The runs weren't insane. Yet it wasn't like old next gen racing where you had to have two or more or you couldn't go anywhere. So this was it was fun to drive, and it was a waiting game for sure. Yeah, I don't know what it looked like in the booth tonight, boys, but it was a lot of fun to run out there tonight.
It's pretty fun. Guys were able to kind of make moves within the lines. We had 4 wide at points, and it was really 3 wide from the get-go. It took a half a lap to get to speed, and then from then on, just kind of get all you can get. But there were moves being made, and it wasn't really like the 3x3 gridlock. So it's pretty exciting to watch.
Well, that's it, and that's what it felt like in the truck. I never ever felt planted. I never felt stuck in a line. You never felt like you couldn't make any moves. I mean, there was a lot of. First of all, we had a short field tonight. We're used to having a lot of guys that like running up front that weren't there tonight, for better or for worse. And so I don't know. Things were slightly calmer, I would say, but at the same time, it seemed like you always had options, and each line had kind of a fair chance of taking the lead if you could time your runs right. So I don't know. I'm kind of blown away at how even the racing was with it still being racy. The next gen's kind of like on the opposite end of it, where you've got to kind of master one type of racing, or you just you're a back marker. In this, you can kind of do your own thing. I'm a lone wolf, man. I don't have spotters. I'm not racing with anybody else. I do my own thing, and so for me, obviously, this kind of racing where I have options no matter where I'm at is better for me. That's for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. And a very strong season for you in 29 here. You gave it a run late. You got some momentum about halfway part of the season, picked up a win and a runner-up here tonight, and numerous other top 5s, top 10s. It's just a very strong season, and a couple of things going your way, and you could have maybe taken this down to the last race with Zwack.
Yeah, found some consistency finally, got off the schneid with wins. I think I finished second overall in top 5s. I think I was like third in bonus points. I think I was 5th overall in final points. I hate to say it, but it's my best season in RODDCAR, and I've been around for a long time. Man, yeah, I found, like I said, found some consistency, picked up a bunch of top 5s, and I mean, in this league, you can make some big jumps doing that. It's tough week in, week out in really any super speedway league to kind of make top 5s consistently. So to knock out 5 or 6, whatever it was, over the course of a 12 race season here, that's kind of a big deal, especially with drop weeks. But I suspect we'll be seeing a playoff system next year to avoid a short final week field.
But yeah, you do end up 5th in the final standings, like you said, 5 top 10s and 12 races. Just a very good season, and yeah, looking forward to seeing how you build on that for season 30. It's going to be a good one.
I appreciate it, fellas. And I appreciate you guys jumping in, as the emergency backup, as the who's the New York Jets quarterback right now that's taking a dump all over NFL. Anyway, as the Zach Wilson.
We're far better than Zach Wilson for broadcasting that he is NFL quarterbacking, though.
And in this, us taking over like this is like Tom Brady taking over for
Bledsoe. Yeah,
we're an elite option going forward.
Fair enough. I mean, no, it's like, well, listen, I'm a Lions fan, so I mean, if Goff goes down, I'm pretty confident Bridgewater can hold the ship. So
listen, you took Jahmyr Gibbs from me in the fantasy football draft, and I'm kind of thankful for that because they don't know how to use him.
When are we going to see Hendon Hooker?
We got JMO back. I don't know if you heard this, but the NFL changed the rule on the gambling suspension.
I did see that. Corbin's going to have Jameson Williams coming out like just second half, like lightning bolt. That's a good pickup.
We got James. Yeah. So I'm happy about the Lions, and I'm a little pissed off that Corbin's just going to pile on some more points in fantasy. But anyway, that said, really fun racing with all my brothers out here. Congrats. I want to show congrats out to Cozy and the guys in the Pro League that in the Coke Series that made it to not have to requalify next year. really proud of those guys representing. They've been very loyal to Rod and the league, and I count myself as part of the old guard that likes to see the kids come up through this league and cut their teeth and just kick some ass. Fun to see Travis out there repping again tonight, despite his net code, which was hilarious. I hope you guys got some screen grabs of that. He was
all on
pogoing.
display tonight. Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was a heavy Spectrum night tonight.
Yes, it was.
Yeah, and of course, shout out to MAT Liveries, Matt Liveries for doing my paints probably for the last 2 years, and my family, Carrie, my fiance, my boys Landon and Bennett, all the old daddies, the Frank Machilias, the Rod Flags, the Mark Jorgensens. Was great to see Mark back tonight and rubbing fenders with him tonight. So love doing this. Happy to have a great year and can't wait to next week, fellas.
Absolutely. Well, appreciate you taking the time as always. Congratulations on a strong season, and we'll see you one way or another, whether it's on track in the booth for season 30.
10-4.
Yep.
Let's get Jaden in here.
Absolutely. And then here, your third place finisher, Jaden Carter. Another strong result for him. A good season for him as well. I believe the career stats now stand at 10 top 5s, 28 top 10s, and still searching for that all-elusive RODDCAR win. It's so hard to get it done in here. But you consistently put yourself in good spots, just whether one way or another the help explodes behind you or someone doesn't go with you. You've just been so close so many times, but it's another great run here for tonight, P3.
Yeah, I felt like this was one of my better runs of my RODDCAR career. It was top 10 for the majority of the day, but unfortunately coming to the line in first, but wasn't able to seal the victory.
Not for like a try and Zwack. I mean, he's had a great season. He made some great moves. He completely stunted the middle line's growth, was able to get to the outside. Budafuco gave him a nice shove, and then really everyone exploded behind you. You were the first 3 cars through, you, Scott, Warren, and Zwack, and from that point, Scott was already outside of you, and you really couldn't organize anything that late to get back by him. Yeah,
before Zwack moved to the bottom, I was kind of hoping that the bottom lane wouldn't have fallen off so much to kind of, force him behind me. But they kind of just fell apart on the bottom. He was able to get under me. But coming out of 4, I thought I could have had it if the top lane fell apart more, but Scott Warren had a huge side draft, and I was kind of just stuck behind Zwack, unable to do anything.
Right. Well, nevertheless, it was a great season for you. You pick up 2 spots in the championship standings. You come home 7th on season 29, so it was a great season. A couple of top 5s, more top 10s. And like I said, you're just starting to build that consistency a little bit more. And it's kind of a name we've mentioned more and more as the season gone on. And you're just right there on the edge, and I'm looking forward to when you finally break through and get that first win.
Yeah, I'm hoping next season will be an even better year, and hopefully I'll break out and get my first win.
Absolutely. Well, congratulations again on the solid end of the season, podium finish, and I look forward to seeing you on track for season 30.
All right, thank you.
Alrighty.
Shout out Matt Spaulding for not showing up when I offered him an interview.
What a puffer's own thing to do.
This broadcast always a W. Absolutely it is. Carlos Enriquez, 11th in his debut. How about that? And even better, Adam Garza, first career start, first career RODDCAR top 10. Joshua Abbey, second career start, first career top 10 as well. Jordan Jung finding a little bit harder to go at things. But, just like what Scott said, just awesome to see like the stack field we have, Cozy and those guys get locked in to the Coke Series, and then we have, I think, Frisch moved on to Contender. It's absolutely some of the best of the best on the oval side, coming in here, competing week after week, and season 30 going to be a good one, and we're all excited for it, Rod on down, and excited to get that underway next week. And we'll show the race results. Corbin, how was race control tonight?
Pretty simple, honestly. Minimal arguments. It helps when there's only 26 cars.
I'm surprised that the most revealing thing about it was that Scott Warren was like, yeah, that was me trying to get clear for pit stops. I was shocked by that. I thought that was netcode. But he's like, yeah, no, that was me desperate trying to get in and pit with those guys. I thought that was interesting.
Yeah. Well, I guess he just got lucky. It was I don't know, the whole thing.
It
was
looked
so
a
weird.
little goofy, yeah.
It was just such a sudden movement. It looked like he got pushed. I just wasn't sure.
Actually, I do remember that interaction, Carlos. I think I remember that, like the EZ debate we had. Not a debate, just conversation. So yeah, but when I looked up your name on the stats, it wasn't there because I like to keep a sheet of all the stats so we can kind of figure out how everyone's doing season to season. But
he might have just done LCQ.
It might have. But either way, you're here now, and we got you recorded on the stats. But yeah, these are your race results. 81/100th of a second back to Scott Warren. And we'll go further down the list. Harry Tillert, last car on the lead lap. And then Logan Shore, Travis De Leon, Ben Billard. James Bendis was nice enough to join us in the booth, 25th. And then Jordan Jung, Caleb Weekly out of the race. Here this evening for the final race of season 29. And we'll just say stay tuned to our socials, RODDCAR socials, Puffer socials. We'll get the broadcasting absolutely ironed out here in due course. We kind of have to because season 30 is right on schedule next week. And everyone's looking forward to that. Art, you got any final thoughts?
No.
Fair enough.
He's so useful.
Yeah, but for sure, next Monday night, 8:30, Affinity Racing Series Next Gen. They head to Talladega. We'll see some different names take on this 2.66 mile super speedway. The final race of the regular season there. Looking forward to that. And we'll keep you posted on our Tuesday and Friday night plans as they become known to us. And just hope everyone has a great weekend, and we'll see you back here Monday night. Y'all take care.